Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the Peabody, the South's Grand Hotel. Southern novelist David Cohn once wrote that the Mississippi Delta begins here in the lobby of the Peabody Hotel and ends on Catfish Road down in Vicksburg, Mississippi. And that if one were to stand in this lobby, they would be witness to everybody who is anybody passing through the Delta. That phrase, ladies and gentlemen, is as true today as it has ever been. The Peabody Hotel was established in 1869, just a couple of blocks from here at Main and Monroe. In 1945, we expanded and relocated to here, 149 Union Avenue. But throughout all of our history, the Peabody has served as the social center for the city of Memphis. We have played host to countless weddings, proms, parties, and celebrations. Many of those hosted on the beautiful Peabody rooftop. But we have a gorgeous view of downtown Memphis, the Mississippi River, and of course, the Royal Duck Palace, the lavish livings of our fine feathered friends. Now, unfortunately, due to the inclement weather, we're having to keep the rooftop closed this evening, but I do welcome you, ladies and gentlemen, to visit our memorabilia room. It's up here on the mezzanine, just above the gift shop, and in there we have artifacts and stories unique to the Peabody's history. We have up there portraits of presidents and stars who have graced our halls over the years. We have played host proudly to every sitting U.S. president since Harry Truman here at this hotel. We have up there a piece of Elvis Presley's original RCA contract, which was negotiated, typed, and signed here in this very lobby on our stationery, no less. But up there, ladies and gentlemen, we host my favorite artifact, a simple memo written by our general manager regarding the menu at Chez Philippe. It explained that we could have absolutely no duck served on any menu here at the hotel. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are, of course, gathered now to witness the march of the Peabody Ducks. But if you have not done so before, it may surprise you to learn that our whole tradition here got started with a bit of a practical joke. See, back in 1933, our general manager, Mr. Frank Scott, and his friendship were out hunting in Arkansas. And they had brought with them what was common at the time, some live duck decoys to help them hunt. But the gentleman also brought with them on this trip a bottle of Jack Daniels. And admittedly, yes, they focused a bit more on the whiskey, never quite got around to hunting, and so were surprised when they returned to the hotel and found they had forgotten to leave those 3 English gull ducks back at the farm. So they improvised by sneaking the ducks into the hotel lobby and letting them loose into our fountain instead. Now, their deed done, the gentlemen retired to their rooms for the night, but when the general manager came down the next morning, all he was expecting were stories of the staff chasing ducks around the lobby, getting them out of the hotel and covering up the prank from the night before. Instead, though, he found the ducks had stayed in the fountain the entire night long. And what's more, a crowd of guests had gathered around, and they were gawking at the ducks. The general manager ran over to apologize, said he'd get this cleaned up right away. People would never see ducks here again. Oh, and the people protested, said, no, they loved the ducks. Even insisted instead we should let them stay as our guests. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have continued to honor your request, for we have had ducks as permanent residents here at this hotel for over 80 years. But, ladies and gentlemen, in 1940, a bellman joined us who changed everything. Mr. Edward Pembroke was a retired animal trainer for Rennie Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus, and he told us if given the opportunity, we could train our North American mallards to march across the rooftop, ride down the elevators, and then march down the red carpet into our lobby fountain every morning at 11 o'clock, and there they would stay until 5 p.m. When you rush them out of the fountain, march them back up that red carpet, up the elevators, back to their rooms, all this done to music, no less. Now, he proposed this to management, and they were skeptical, obviously, but told him that if he could figure all that out, they'd let him march ducks for as long as he'd like. Mr. Pembroke then went on to train and march ducks with us here at the Peabody for the next 50 years. He also took the ducks all across the country. They were on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, They were featured in People magazine. He and the Ducks even made a very special guest appearance on Sesame Street for National Rubber Ducky Day. Now, Mr. Pepper did so much for the hotel, but especially for our ducks, that he was named the world's first duck master. My name is Anthony. I'm actually only the 5th duck master since 1940, and in just a few moments, it was my honor to continue our tradition here for you. To the King Cotton March, I will usher the ducks out of the fountain. We'll march up the red carpet, up the elevators, and back to their rooms. Now, I do ask, if we're here in the main lobby, we remain seated in our couches and chairs during the march, and if we're here along the red carpet and the entrance to the elevator, then we keep those areas clear. And do please resist the urge to reach out and pet the ducks. These are wild animals visiting with us after all. But finally, and most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, please take as many flash photos as you like. You are all guests with us here today at the Peabody, and this march is for you. On behalf of the ladies, gentlemen, and ducks here at the hotel, I thank you all for joining us. Have a wonderful night. Thank you.
There they go. Get off the carpets. Don't.
Nice and slow. Good. Very nice. Very good. Very nice. Pose for the Peabody Duckies. Very nice. Very good. Oh, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the march of the Peabody Ducks. Thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful night.
There you go.
Bring on down. Very nice. Oh, duckies, just saying hi to everybody. Very nice. All right, pose for a moment, duckies. Very nice. Say good night to everybody. Atta girl. Very nice. Very good. All righty, all the way. Very nice. And Mr. Van, you're here with me. All right. Very good. All right. Very good. Very nice. Maybe you guys will hop to the front right side.